Today we ride for progress. Today we ride for hope. This is Brain Tumor Awareness Month. And so thank you from all of us being here in this incredible day. If you'd like to learn more about our work, go to braintumor.org. Now I'm really pleased to introduce not just a volunteer, but a true friend to National Brain Tumor Society, a member of our community, a survivor, and a man who is also, people don't know this about Trevor, one of the great basketball minds in this state. So it's really my privilege to introduce Trevor Gagnier, 5-year survivor of glioblastoma, to help all of us remember why we're putting meaning behind our miles, why we're here, what we're doing. And so, Trevor, please come on up, and so glad you're here. He is one of the great X's and O's guys in basketball, by the way.
Good afternoon. My journey began in May of 2020. I was involved in what seemed like a minor fender bender. It didn't seem serious, but marked the beginning of a series of troubling symptoms. Dizziness, tingling in my fingers, overwhelming fatigue that I just couldn't shake. After several visits with my primary care provider, I was referred to a neurologist. The neurologist ordered my first brain MRI. The scan revealed a large, deeply embedded tumor. It was glioblastoma. That night, I cried myself to sleep, overwhelmed by fear, confusion, and the uncertainty of what to come. I thought about my wife, my children, the possibility of not being with them. I was not in a good place emotionally or mentally. The very next day, I picked up the phone, started making phone calls to all my closest friends and family about the terrible news. The most important phone call I made was to my close friend, Bill Weidemeyer. It was truly one of the most important moments of my life. Through Bill, I was connected to David Arons and the National Brain Tumor Society. In a time where everything felt uncertain, their guidance and their lifeline led me to the incredible medical team of two remarkable physicians, Dr. Linda Bi and Dr. Patrick Wen. It was about 10 days between the phone call and Dr. B with the surgery. It felt like eternity. I find myself weak and just lying around. One day, my dear friend Christina came over, walked into my house, and told me to get off the couch. Get outside and let's talk. That simple act, turning point, was a turning point. Her presence reminded me that I was surrounded by people who cared and to stay positive. Surgery day. Before I went into surgery, I met with Dr. B. And I said, promise me I'll wake up, let me fight this. She smiled and promised. That moment stays with me forever. Dr. B led her team for a 5-hour surgery. Due to COVID, my wife Meg was not allowed to be at the hospital. Dr. B called my wife after the 5-hour surgery and said she felt confident she could go back in and remove more of the tumor. After 9 hours total, I finally woke up. 1 month after the surgery, I began chemo and radiation. I knew this would be a challenge physically and mentally. Growing up, I was a big Rocky fan. Who likes Rocky here? The scene that's always stuck with me is when Mickey was training with Rocky, and he says, if you ever get hurt, if you're ever feeling down, this little angel is gonna whisper in your ear and say, get up, you son of a bitch, because Mickey loves you. That quote has echoed in my mind more than once in this journey. For me, I know those two angels. Those are my sisters, Jennifer and Marina, whom I've lost. They're my angels on my shoulder whispering to me when I need it the most, because sometimes that voice is your family, your friends, your doctors, and sometimes it's just the fight inside that refuses you to quit. I'm a big I'm a big-time basketball coach, and I love coaching. And there's three things that are very important when you coach. You need players, you need coaching, and you need support. Today, I'm the player. My doctors are my coaching, and my support system through this battle has carried me by the love and generosity by the community. Forces, trays for Trev, friends and family, dropping off meals, spreading mulch, cutting the grass, taking care of the little things so I could focus on the big fight. Those acts of kindness may seem simple, but they meant everything to me. They reminded me I wasn't alone. Every meal, every favor, every gesture gave me strength to keep pushing forward. I also want to take time to thank my parents, the two people that have instilled from the very beginning the values of strength, perseverance, and never giving up. Their unwavering support have been the foundation for me to get through this journey. I fight every day for my wife, Meg. The woman has stood beside me through every high and low, every scan. Her love gives me strength, and her belief that fuels me to keep going. And above all, I fight for my children. Jill, Rye, Tim, and Ty. Everything I do, every day I push through, is for them. And I want to show them that no matter what life throws you, you keep going and you keep fighting. I share my story not for sympathy, but to remind others, whether they're patients, caregivers, friends, or advocates, there's no one that should face glioblastoma alone. I'm surrounded by love, my community, the players I coach, my care team, and sometimes even my strangers who remind me that I'm not alone. They all remind me that I don't have to fight every day. I just keep going. The journey is hard. It will test your body, your spirit, but with the right support, the right people, and the refusal to give in, we can move forward and we can survive. Today I live with a purpose and continue to fight, not just for myself, but for the countless others who receive this devastating diagnosis. There is power in our stories. There is strength in our community. And there's always hope in the darkest moments. So if you're facing glioblastoma or any impossible battle, know this: you're not your diagnosis. You are your courage, your determination, your every day that you choose to wake up and keep going. Thank you.